I'm usually not a fan of unnecessary sequels, but I am very excited to see what I Am Legend 2 is going to be about. Now, I haven't actually read this book. From what I was told, the movie made massive departures from the book, and although I haven't read it myself, and I'm really just going to talk about the movie because I loved this as a kid, one thing I've seen in common from what people say about the books and the movies is that it's playing with the idea of who is really the bad guy. Of course, from Neville's point of view, everyone was human. They turned into these things. Those things killed everyone he loved, everyone on the planet. He thinks he can fix this disease. It makes sense to be on his side. But then it kind of flips, and you kind of understand that the whole world basically is these infected things, whether you want to call them vampires or zombies. I know they're called dark seekers. Most of the world is this. They have a hierarchy, they have civilization. They are the new beings of the planet. And with him constantly taking them, experimenting on them, and them ending up dead, he would appear to be the villain to these monsters. So I really found that intriguing, even as a child first watching this. The most intriguing part of this movie to me is the Alpha Darkseeker. I've always wondered, why was he so much more powerful than the others? And if I find out that this is actually explained in the book, then I'll need to absolutely read it. But when it comes to how much more powerful he was, like, even when the sun touched the weaker Darkseekers, they immediately felt pain. They couldn't even bear the sight of it. Yet this dude was able to put his face right into the sun to scream at Neville. So the difference in durability is insane. So when these guys were infected, whatever infected them, what changed in his body to make him so much more powerful? It's not even just his abilities though, he's clearly far stronger than they are too, as he tosses many of them around trying to get to Neville.
Look, I can save you. I can help you. You are sick, and I can help you. I can fix this. I can save everybody. I can fix this. It's working.
Dozens of them are smashing their bodies into that glass and they can't do any damage. He hits it twice, it immediately starts to crack, not to mention him tossing them around. This is something I hope they explore more in the sequel. What are alphas? Why are they so damn powerful? And the most interesting aspect of the alphas is they're clearly far more sentient than the normal Darkseeker. When it comes to the average Darkseeker that we see in this movie, they're usually just feral and angry. We don't really see much else, I guess hungry. But with the Alpha, we see him angry, worried, sad, he's even patient.
We need to get a syringe.
We see him grunt to command the Darkseekers. We see, when it comes to his dirty handprint, he's able to make a butterfly trying to signify to Neville that the woman Darkseeker has a butterfly tattoo, that he just wants his woman back. That takes a lot of understanding. He'd have to understand to a certain degree that Neville will understand why he just put a dirty handprint of a butterfly. Not only that, but he shows immense patience. These things are driven by hunger. There's no one else in this city but Neville. It has to have been a while since they had a full human body. Yet the minute Neville opens the door, he commands the other Darkseekers not to attack. Even if you think about it on a deeper level, he's bigger and stronger than they are. He's probably hungrier than they are. He also doesn't attack. Neville tells him he needs to get a syringe to revive the girl Darkseeker. He allows him to do so. Once she comes back, he's able to pick her up, screams at Neville in anger, and spares him. This is why I love this ending, and from what I've seen, the sequel is based on this ending. The more intelligent Darkseekers, they have a hierarchy, they have a civilization, and to a certain degree, they can even communicate with humans. This is interesting to see, especially after the Alpha Darkseeker screams at Neville and the camera kind of pans over to all of the other Darkseekers he has been experimenting on.
Sorry.
Painting the picture that the Alpha truly does see Neville as the monster, and this is the Alpha choosing to spare this monster. This is why even though people who have read the book always tell you that it's a better ending, I really like the movie ending. It still makes the same point, at least in my opinion, but Neville is able to survive, and we still get to wonder what's going on in this universe. I just like that after finding out he is kind of the monster, he doesn't just end his own life. And it makes me wonder, what would they do with that lesson in the second movie? See, in my opinion, I believe in the second movie he's going to go to a different area, and he may actually try to communicate with the Darkseekers instead of forcibly trying to cure them, because they really are their own civilization. I really hope they explore that aspect of I Am Legend, because it was the most interesting part. It would suck if they made this movie just some kind of shoot 'em up with him and Michael B. Jordan shooting up all the zombie vampires and just ending it there, completely diluting the message they had in the first movie. But I'm curious what you guys think. How did you guys feel about I Am Legend, and are you excited for the sequel that I hope is still coming? If you are, please let me know in the comments, and I will catch you on the next one.